tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
The quarterback is...
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. And that particular play just came from the outside.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man.
Ronald Jones, the ball carrier.
Tackle made by K1 Short.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll run it with Jones. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
And here's 1st down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. We'll call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to kick, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10. At their own.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3-and-out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That too.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
At the 35-yard line. A gain of 1 yard. First down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Jordan Whitehead. The quarterback sacked. A loss of 4 yards.
Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting. Understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own.
And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 36-yard line.
Now Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
The tackle made just shy of midfield.
6 yards left on second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Buccaneers 7, Lions nothing.
To throw on second down. Meyer. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 35.
First and 10.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
TJ Logan
gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2nd and 6.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He sets up the screen to Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay.
9-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
The score, Buccaneers 10.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
1st down, Detroit.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 9 now. Little short pass to James. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Complete to Jesse James.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Open man is Galladay, complete. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
1st down, Lions.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now it's seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right, baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Meyer. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Meyer. The catch made by Miller. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Bradley's Pinion to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So a decent gain, but all
the guys who just gave up. That play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this one to Galladay. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 2nd and 14. Gets it quickly to Galladay. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
17. Lions 3.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Jones. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Jones, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
On 1st down, Meyer. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run with Logan, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At the 28-yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
They'll go again to Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
The ball carrier.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, Meyer. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Now Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the Lions 1st down.
Running is Swift.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
They'll run here with Swift.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again.
This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now and intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Will Harris. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials. Something.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Swift.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys Jones will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interception.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And able to find a little space, he gets us up over the 15 to the 16. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Brady going to go on fourth down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Back to throw now on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Roughing the passer defense. Man, they got to let him play.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The quick slant caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games.
Matt Prater lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor and get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays when the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They'll run it here with Logan. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. To throw is Brady. Flushed out right. He's going to and that's caught inside the 35. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run on first down. Logan. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Lions. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they're squarely in play for next year mode.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been bought in this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we hit.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy?